Donald Trump and X were the most important people or places or whatever icons when it comes to the MAGA movement. Do you agree with that? How do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, there are nonsense articles written all the time, and I certainly wouldn't agree with that one. I put it in the nonsense category. So,
I like the answer.
The objective fact of the matter, in my opinion, was that old Twitter was fundamentally a tool of the far left. And that was really, I think, a lot of it was due to being located in San Francisco, Berkeley. And so it wanted to essentially project the SF Berkeley political dogma worldwide.
You think it was far left?
Yes, I do.
I used to get...
You think Twitter was far left? I think Don Lemon is either delusional or he's trying these stupid tactics, just denying everything, so he would sound independent in his thinking. It's like you ate all the cookies and mom comes to the house and asking you, where's the cookies that I left on the table? And you're telling to her, there was a cookies on the table? Dude, come on. Stop with this nonsense and spending your time and Elon Musk's time for this unnecessary questions.
Platform, because I would get so much hate tweets when it was called in, so much hate tweets and just guff from right-wing conspiracy theorists being called everything from, fag to...
Sure. It's the internet,
everything.
That people will do. I mean, I've been called every name times 1,000.
It's the internet.
Do you agree that it's right now and that even
No.
it's moved into sort of MAGA
No,
land
I
conspiracy
don't.
theory?
I certainly don't think it's right.
Why all this
The
Trump
old
stuff?
school Twitter suspended and suppressed accounts that you'd call on the right 10 times more than they did accounts on the left. And even when they did suspend an account on the left, it was because of arguments between two people on the left. The political donations of old Twitter were 99% Democrat. Does that sound left-wing or right-wing to you?
The Twitter donations?
Yes. When they look at donations from a company, if a company donates literally 99% of all donations are to Democrats, does that strike you as a left-leaning or a right-leaning
You mean the company donated? I understand what you're saying.
What I'm trying to tell you is that Twitter employees, people at Twitter, their political donations were 99%, literally 99%, to Democrats. That's obviously an extremely left-leaning group.
My question leading into this was about MAGA. And speaking of MAGA, you recently met with Donald.
Did you see that how he fully ignored what he said about explaining how Twitter was left-sided company? He asked him a question, he answered that question, and he completely ignored the answer, and he started talking about Trump again. My question is about to MAGA. Dude, are you a journalist or what? You asking question, you have to discuss and finalize this conversation. You cannot just jump on another topic without finalizing one. I'm not a journalist, but I know how it works.
I went to a friend of mine's house and it said Donald Trump's coming by for breakfast. Is that, just so you know, okay, fine.
What did you discuss?
I don't. Let's just say he did most of the talking.
What did he say?
The normal things he says. There was nothing particularly groundbreaking or new, but President Trump likes to talk, and so he talked. I don't recall him saying anything that he hasn't said publicly, and that was it. It was just a breakfast.
Did he ask you for money?
He didn't.
Did he ask you for a donation?
No.
He didn't.
No.
You said you're not going to donate to any candidate.
That's correct.
Why not?
I think while I'll voice my opinion, I think I don't want to put a thumb on the scale monetarily that is, significant.
Are you going to loan him money to help pay his bills?
No,
not at all. Pay his legal bills.
I'm not paying his legal bills in any way, shape, or form.
And he did not ask you for money.
And he did not ask me for money.
Are you going to? So you're not going to endorse a candidate?
He has some obsession with Trump, some bad, crazy obsession with Trump.
I may, in the final stretch, endorse a candidate, but I don't know yet. I want to make a considered decision before the election, and if I do decide to endorse a candidate, then I will explain exactly why.
Are you leaning towards anyone?
No.
You're not leaning towards anyone? Because you've been...
I'm leaning away from Biden.
You're leaning...
I've made no secret of that.
Are you concerned about losing your security clearance if Biden is reelected? Does that have anything to do with it?
No.
you are leaning away from Biden, but you're not going to endorse anyone. It seems like an endorsement of President Trump because there are only two people who are running now. Nikki Haley is out.
I mean, a lot
Biden's
could happen
opponent is
between
out.
now and the election. So we'll see who, in the final analysis, are the choices for president. And at that point, I may or may not endorse one of the candidates. If I do, I will provide a very detailed explanation of why I am endorsing one or the other.
At that point, might you contribute or donate?
Again,
I think it's unlikely.
that's crazy. How many times he asked him, will he give money to the nation, to any political party, and especially to Trump? Comment below if you counted. If you want to watch another clip from this episode, click right here. And if you want to watch full episode, click right here. Thanks a lot. Bye.